Greetings everyone, Kojin here for a very, very different video. This is a very serious video, nothing like I've ever posted prior. Because I want to say something. I know people struggle out there. I've talked to hundreds of individuals. I try to help as many people as I come across who are going through depression or who've had suicidal thoughts and actions in the past. Basically, it's very hard for me to formulate sentences around this topic because I get really emotional. And it's just basically there's this YouTuber out there. Their name is Chari. They do a Everything Wrong with series. And in their episode of Shadow the Hedgehog, they really nailed this topic right on the head, saying everything I would say, if not more. And so that's why I'm going to play that video clip here in this video, because it's so hard for me. But before I play that video clip, I want to say one thing. I care about you. I believe you can do this. I know I'm just a dude on the other side of the screen who's just a college student who's this guy? He's just one in a million people. Actually 1 in 7 billion, but still. Let me tell you something. Every single one of us out there, every single individual is unique and special. And I believe that your life is super, insanely important. And I truly care about you. So please keep moving forward. I know that's difficult. I know a lot of people can't love themselves, or they think they can't love themselves. I believe everyone can. It's difficult to do. But if someone who used to think that way, i.e. myself, in high school, I was depressed, and I thought so low about myself. But here I am now. And I think everyone else can get to that point in their life where they can believe in themselves and they can love themselves. It takes work. It doesn't happen instantaneously. I still am not really happy with myself at times. The gray clouds don't go away forever. But if we keep moving forward, then the gray clouds don't seem that bad. So, without further ado, here is the video clip.
I am Shadow the Hedgehog, a research experiment gone deadly wrong. I've caused so much destruction, I should never have been created. This is who I am.
Hey, don't go there! Yet, things may not be what they seem. You could be.
What do you mean, don't go there yet? You should never go there. Could be what? You don't just stop your pep talk when someone's going through depression. You should finish whatever encouraging thing you're gonna say. That being said, if someone's trying to comfort you and be there for you in your troubling times, you shouldn't just walk away or shield yourself. Oftentimes, we don't consider the people that have been there for us or know how powerful the things we say to others can be until it's too late. Over 300 million people around the world suffer from depressive disorders, and that's just the number of people that are willing to talk about it. Many others keep their mental health a secret, either because of the stigma surrounding it or because they're unable to properly identify the symptoms. Close to 800,000 people commit suicide every year, and mind you, not all those numbers are associated with depression or even a mental health disorder. But it's still heartbreaking to think that a person takes their own life on average every 40 seconds, sometimes due to things that are out of their control or even by accident due to, among other factors, self-harm. And that number gets more terrifying when you consider that there are indications that for every adult that dies by suicide, there are 20 more people attempting it. It sucks. It sucks to feel like the world would be better if you were dead or if you had never been born. And wanting that pain or that affliction to just go away and be able to actually function socially by work, even sleeping, is something I completely understand and have gone through. Fortunately, there are a shit ton of people who have not gone through that and probably won't go through that in their lifetime. And that's great, but please, I implore you, don't be a part of the statistics I just talked about. I know that under distress conditions, it's really hard to listen to those who are trying to help. Hell, it's hard to even think straight or rationally, so we act on impulse. And that also goes for people who don't have a mental illness. Similarly, it's hard to keep your shit together when someone won't listen to you when you're doing your best to be comforting, or when you're trying to help. But please, if you're in that position, don't stop trying to help. If you or anyone you know, even if you're not cool with that person, you gotta put that petty shit aside and kindly tell them to contact a suicide prevention hotline or go to therapy. And if you don't know where you can find that information, I'll put some numbers and links in the description so that you know where to do that. And I'm positive I can't list every possible resource, so feel free to leave a comment with the emergency hotlines of the country you live in if I didn't list it. It's never too late to make a change, because even if you feel like nobody loves you, or that you're a waste of space, or that nobody would miss you if you were gone, you're genuinely, and I'm saying this as someone who has had these thoughts himself, you're genuinely more valuable than you know. We don't often realize the impact we have on other people's lives, or how much someone loves and appreciates us, and that's a major issue. People don't let the ones they love know that they love them, and I don't understand why that is. Like, it could literally save someone's life to tell them that you love them. And if you don't think that you love yourself, you might be sorely mistaken. Because the fact that all these contributing factors that can cause depression, whether it be because you don't feel like what you do is valued or is cherished as what others do is, or that you don't feel like you're talented or good looking, or you feel like you're an arrogant asshole who has messed up in the past and is doomed to fail, and that people judge you without even knowing you, and you emotionally abuse yourself into thinking that you could lose everyone or everything by having or doing something that makes you happy, the fact that all that leaves you yearning for an escape means that you care and love yourself enough to want a change. And I'm not saying you should take that escape. I'm saying that because you want that change, you care about how you're feeling, and by proxy, yourself. And okay, maybe even after all that, you still don't. But that doesn't mean nobody does. Because I didn't just spend all this time talking to you about the risks of depressive disorders to look like I care. It's wrong that we lose so many people because they decide to not speak up about how they feel. It's wrong that so many people feel trapped with only one escape. It's wrong that we don't always acknowledge those who are going through rough times. It's wrong that when we do acknowledge it, we sometimes react defensively. It's wrong that Vector didn't finish his thought and let Shadow know how valuable he thinks he is and how much he appreciates that he helped him find the computer room. And it's wrong that Shadow, who just stopped an alien empire from taking over the world, saving millions of lives, who sacrificed himself to stop a space colony from destroying Earth, who collected all 7 Chaos Emeralds in order to remember his past, because he cared about himself so damn much that he wanted to know who he was and establish an identity for himself now, thinks that his life is worthless because of something he never asked for and had no control over: being born. But there is nothing wrong with wanting a better life for yourself and wanting to be happy. So please, you deserve to get up and make a change in your life. Because you have that power. And because you matter.
Everything that guy just said. That's how I feel. I could not work up the capability to say that. But with all my heart, that I swear to God, and if you don't believe in a God, I don't know what else to say. I swear on everything in this life that I know is true. That is how I feel. And I really do care about all of you out there. Please don't do anything brash. Please, for the love of God, you are all amazing, and hold on, I'm actually tearing up a bit. I really do care for all of you, and if something were to happen to any of you, I don't know what I would do to myself. I really care about every single one of you out there. And like they did with their video, I'm going to put Suicide Prevention Alliance in this video. Of course, crediting them as the original creator of that clip, but I really wanted to make this video from the bottom of my heart. I know people out there. I've talked to people on Discord. I've talked to people in person who are struggling. But I hope to God that you get the help that you need and you work through your problems, because really, you are the most important person in your life, and I hope to God that you feel better. This is Jacojin signing off for tonight, and I hope that you all have a fantastic day. Peace out.